carving one of our leftover pumpkins from this weekend to give to one of our congregation members.
You are? Well, that's awfully nice of you.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about this story all over again that I told this weekend when we were carving our pumpkins.
Yeah, what, can you tell me that story?
I would love to. Can I keep carving my pumpkin while I do it?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'd love to watch you do that.
All right. So, there was once a farmer who lived way out in the country, and he had a lot of land, and part of that land was for a pumpkin patch. So he would grow pumpkins every year, and you need a lot of land for pumpkins because they can get pretty big, way bigger than this. But pumpkins are really special because they start out as these, let me see if I can get one, these tiny little oval seeds.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's so small.
Yeah.
But each one gets planted in the ground, and then the farmer will tend to them and care for them, watering them, making sure that they have enough water, making sure that he plants them in a place that gets good sunlight, and he has to then wait patiently for each of them to grow. And so come about October, there are all sorts of pumpkins. There are round orange ones like this one. There are some that are tall and lean. There are some that are short. There are some that are lumpy and bumpy. Some are green, some are white. It's really cool. There's a whole big variety. And so, all of these pumpkins, even though they look different, they were all planted by the farmer and taken care of by the farmer so that they could grow. And one day, the farmer chooses a pumpkin for a special project, like this one. And he brings it in from the field, and he washes it off from the dirt and everything that was on the ground. And when you do that, you have to be really careful because pumpkins look pretty solid, but if you drop a pumpkin when you're carrying it, it'll just shatter to pieces. They're actually pretty delicate. But anyways, he brings this pumpkin in and he washes the dirt off, and then he takes a knife and he cuts a hole out of the top like you saw me doing at first, and then he scoops all of this yucky, slimy pulp that's on the inside with all the seeds, and he cleans out all this yucky, slimy stuff and he throws it away, never to be seen again. And so after that, the farmer then takes another knife and he carves a face into the pumpkin, into the side of the pumpkin. And he does some triangular eyes and a square nose and a big old wide smile in the bottom. And so he has this brand new face, and then he does something really special.
Yeah?
And then he takes some candles like I have here, and I'll do this at the end. And he actually puts the candles down into the pumpkin, and then he lights them.
Ooh, pretty.
And so they glow really bright. Now I have 3 little candles here that I'm gonna put in this one, so I can make sure that it's nice and bright.
Oh, yeah.
Some people put a whole strand of lights, like Christmas lights if they want. And some people put really big candles. I mean, it just depends, but you can do anything you want. But this farmer, he put some candles in there, just like I'm gonna do in a little bit. And then, through the triangular eyes, and the square nose, and the big smile in the bottom, it glowed. And so everybody that passed by it saw the pumpkin smiling at them. And it made them smile too. I mean, how can you not smile if somebody is smiling at you? It's kind of like contagious, you know?
Yeah, yeah, totally. Like the coronavirus.
Well, like the coronavirus in an unfortunate way with coronavirus. But with these smiles, they're so contagious, and it's perfect. Now, why I think this story is so special is because pumpkins are a lot like us.
Yeah? How so?
Well, there are lots of different varieties of pumpkins, like I was telling you before, right?
Yeah.
And And you and I aren't the same, are we?
No, we sure aren't.
Are all of your family members the same? Your
Nope.
family members?
No, we're different.
Right? All the people, we're different shapes and sizes. Some of us are different colors. We like different things. We do things differently. We think about things differently. But we were all created by God, right?
We were. That's true.
So it's just like the pumpkins. All of the pumpkins look
Oh.
different. They have different colors and shapes and sizes, but they were all planted by the farmer and taken care of by the farmer so that they could grow and serve their purpose, right?
Yeah.
That's what God does for us. But not only that,
Oh, there's more?
there is more. Of course, there's always more.
I know, but still.
It gets better. We are told in the Bible that God can actually make us a new creation.
Yeah?
So just like the farmer carves a new face into his pumpkin, a big old smiling face like I'm doing right now, God can take us and make a new creation out of us.
Oh my.
Isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
And you remember me telling you about how I'm going to put candles in my pumpkin like the farmer did?
Yeah, I do. I remember that. That's the cool part of that story too.
Yeah. So, because we were all created by God and we are God's children, that's kind of like the candles within us. We have the light of Christ that we can share with everybody else.
Really?
So, when we listen to God, when we pray to God, and we try to do what God tells us, we're never going to be perfect, right?
Yeah.
It's impossible. But we always try to do our best. We always try to do our best to love God and to love others, right?
We do. We
And
do.
so when we do that, we allow the light of Christ that is within each of us as a child of God to shine brightly for others to see. And it's kind of like the contagious smile. When we let our light shine, other people can let their light shine. And this is one of my favorite stories to share this time of year.